Welcome to your weekly General Aviation News Update, Halloween edition. We have 4 stories for you this week. A jump seat pilot attempts to hijack an airplane. The FAA Administrator has been confirmed. A possible home or homes for the air races. And then lastly, a collision at Huston Hobby. All right, first up this week is an interesting one that has been all over the news, so I'm sure you've heard about it. It's been developing over the last couple of days since it happened, but an off-duty Alaska airline pilot allegedly tried to disable an Embraer 175 during flight by pulling the handles that cut the fuel and the power to the engines. This was flight 2059 that was scheduled from Everett, Washington to San Francisco, California. The gentleman, Joseph David Emerson, was sitting in the jump seat, allegedly told the pilots flying, "I'm not okay," and attempted to pull the emergency fuel cutoffs. Emerson successfully pulled the handles part of the way down before struggling with the cockpit crew for about 30 seconds. He then allegedly left the flight crew saying, "You need to cuff me right now or I'm going to be bad." Not good. The flight attendants put him in plastic restraint, but he allegedly did try to release an emergency exit door during the descent. The report says that he had been self-medicated with magic mushrooms 48 hours before the incident and at the time of the incident hadn't slept in 40 hours. What I would like to know is, was he actually on the way to go to work somewhere or what? Emerson has been relieved of all duties and remains in jail, and he actually has been charged with 83 counts of attempted murder. This is how many people were on board of the aircraft. The pilot said that there was no interruption in power to the aircraft, and they made an emergency landing in Portland. Alaska Airlines did release a series of statements about the incident, which you can read looking at the link below. So we'll keep you updated if we hear more about this, but what a crazy story. All right, next up this week is the new FAA Administrator, Michael Whitaker. As we previously speculated, the confirmation process appears to have gone pretty smoothly. Whitaker worked for the FAA prior to this for 3 years as the Deputy Administrator, and then he was also the Chief NextGen Officer, coming to the FAA now from the private sector, working for Hyundai Supernal eVTOL manufacturer. AOPA President Mark Baker says, "I'm very pleased that the Senate took action to confirm Mike, and I look forward to working with him to help pilots and to move general aviation forward. He's a capable leader, knows aviation, knows the agency, and he's also a private pilot." We also look forward to seeing what Mr. Whitaker is going to do leading the FAA. It's been a long time since we had somebody in charge, over a year now, and I look forward to seeing what's going to happen. All right, we also get an update this week for the possible cities to host the air races. The Reno air races, as we used to call them, are no longer going to be in Reno, as you may know. Cities include Buckeye, Arizona, very close to us, which would be cool. Casper, Wyoming, Pueblo, Colorado, Roswell, New Mexico, Thermal, California, or Wendover, Utah. The 6 cities submitted over 1,500 pages of documents supporting their cases. An announcement of the winning site is anticipated early next year, and then the new races are going to begin in 2025. And last up this week, Houston. We do have a problem. It looks like there was a collision at the Huston Hobby Airport between a Cessna C510 and then a Hawker H-25B. According to the FAA, the Hawker took off without permission, clipping the tail of the Cessna 510. Both aircraft seem to be damaged, obviously. The Cessna on the rudder and then the Hawker on the wing. The Hawker promptly returned to the airport, which closed for approximately 4 hours after this. Thankfully, there were no injuries. This could have been obviously a lot worse. So, only that guy, I guess, in this case, or that girl. I don't know who was flying, but I'm sure we'll hear more when we hear the prelim from the NTSB, but that could have been a really bad situation. All right, and that's it. That's all we have for you this week. We'll see you next week.